This is the Fatboy Show on RX Radio, where we play the best music, and indeed the music is just so awesome. I mean, I come here every day and I have these conversations and discuss these stories, and above all, I must say, it is the music that does it for me. The music is what gives me the energy to keep doing this. That and of course you, the listeners of RX Radio, but of course, and you who in particular tunes into the Fatboy Show every weekday morning, Monday to Friday, 6 to 10 a.m. I have to say, hats off to you. You are super awesome. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter and also Facebook. Speaking of Facebook, Uganda, of course, as you know, has blocked access to Facebook since 2021, just around the time of the last general elections, after accounts that were sympathetic to the regime were terminated and blocked and deleted. The government, in response and retaliation, or the president issued a directive to UCC that they must block access to Facebook by Ugandans. And since then, we've had to utilize VPNs, what are called VPNs, to access Facebook. It's now over, is it 2 years already? It's been a while. And I don't know what is going on. Is this the permanent state of affairs, or will they ever forgive Facebook and lift the ban on it so that we can access it without those pesky VPNs? Well, in response to those questions, the Minister of ICT and National Guidance, Chris Baryomunsi, has encouraged young Ugandans to get creative and develop their own social media platform similar to Facebook. While the government continues to have discussions with Facebook, they do want the youth of Uganda to be innovative and to create our own platforms. Would that work, though? Mr. Ino Prince joins me today on the Fatboy Show. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. That's one interesting story that is hard to digest or take in.
Because, look, you don't just wake up one morning and create a social platform.
It doesn't happen just like that. And looking at the structures that we have around Uganda in the tech space,
it
will take...
Is it impossible?
Decades and decades to get there.
Well, I mean, we have
it's
all
not
kinds
impossible.
of...
It's not impossible. It's very possible that we could also create our own platforms. But first of all, the people that are trying to say we create our own platforms have blocked a foreign platform for past how many years now? It's coming to 3 years, I think, without Facebook in Uganda. And these are the people that we should be partnering with. We should be working with.
We should be partnering with Facebook.
We should be partnering
with... Not creating our own Facebook.
You see, partners build such... partnering is a bridge to building our own Facebook.
In other words,
as in,
you don't think we can...
Let's not put it only in the context of Facebook, but these tech companies, they have the power, they have the skills, they have the expertise. And we're supposed to be in collaboration with such people or with such companies in order to build our own capacity to drive our technology space in Uganda. But now, that aside, what I'm saying is our structures are still lagging behind, and the government hasn't done the right steps or hasn't taken the right initiatives to see that we should have the ability or capabilities of building our own platforms in Uganda today.
Well, there are certain countries that have done that. For example, I know that in China, they have their own social media platforms. I believe Russia also. And in fact, in those countries, the governments also block access to some of the popular platforms like Facebook or Twitter or X. So it's not as... It wouldn't be completely alien, the notion that a country might have their own social media platform. I guess the question is whether or not there's any point to us doing it. We have a relatively small population in this country. And then even within that small population, those who are active and online are even fewer. So to whom will this social media platform we create be targeted to? Is it intended to be a platform just for Ugandans, or does the minister have in mind a platform that can be marketed be global? Because if that's the case, it seems like there'd be far too great, the competition from the more established players is far too great for us to make a dent, because there have been attempts to create other social media platforms. There have been Facebook imitators that have tried to come up, or Twitter imitators. And
in Uganda?
Not in Uganda, but internationally. Like American companies, Western companies have tried. Trump created his own thing called Truth Social.
It didn't work out.
It's still there, but it's kind of not really popping, right?
The competition is so
exactly.
too much
And so these guys kind of enjoy a monopoly that I don't think will be easy to break. And the kind of money you would have to invest to create a rival platform would be so immense that it wouldn't make sense. At least I don't think.
You could see with Threads and X.
Threads, I mean, exactly. Zuckerberg tried to create his own Twitter imitation, but it's also not working.
It's not working now.
So,
but like you'd said, if you look at Russia or China, they have their own platforms. But globally, those platforms are not really...
They're not really big.
They're not influential or big. So back to our Uganda here, or in Uganda, what I would say is those platforms, we would be building them for ourselves, for starters. There would be platforms that would be beneficial, maybe in Uganda or in the region.
Right.
And later on can explode to a global platform. But even before getting to that kind of imagination,
right,
there's still so much we're lagging behind.
I think so too. I mean, I think so too. We are so behind.
I don't have the exact words that I would put across on it. What if it would be a right decision, or if it would be a right thought from the minister to talk about. But
so you'd rather we just humble ourselves, beg Facebook for forgiveness, or we forgive them for what they did to us?
They just have to take all their political, issues aside and let Facebook be. Let Facebook do what it's doing around, and. Let us explore, give the Ugandans an opportunity to access Facebook without all those hurdles that they have to go through.
Yeah.
But back to the main topic, I would say, let's keep dreaming.
Dream on, dreamer. Oh, perhaps I should mention, though, that on the RX Radio app, we do have a social media platform embedded within the RX Radio app, which if you install the RX Radio app, and you sort of create your own account in there, in the social section, there's actually like a news feed where you can interact with people that are also logged in. And there you can also send messages and you can chat internally. So we do have a Facebook and a WhatsApp alternative.
Would save your VPN.
It would save your VPN, and it's there within the RX Radio app. So next time, the government shuts down your favorite social media platform, well, on one hand, you could try accessing that one by VPN. And if you can't, there's always the RX Radio app. No VPN needed.
Indeed.
So enjoy it, create your account, post your statuses, your pictures, interact with other people, and you can message them too. And who knows, you could even use it as a dating app if you like. I mean, there's no one stopping you.
There's so much around the app.
Yeah, so that's the innovation that the Minister of ICT is talking about. So let him not say that we ain't trying. But do keep listening to the Fatboy Show. It is your number one station, RX Radio.
RX Radio.